routine, perfectly, satisfaction, line, stone, language, recall, surface, democratic, wet, cinema, relief, inch, have, lot, far, leadership, number, gold, bet, forgive, surely, civil, initially, drama, solution, trip, cable, kind, chief, fail, area, registration, responsibility, grateful, wonderful, she, festival, closet, implement, stake, intense, satisfy, pity, advertisement, put, cultural, possible, performance, value, pen, settlement, sing, highway, top, reading, so, date, additional, paint, successfully, village, labor, study, actual, perhaps, physically, specific, confidence, next, previously, answer, promote, which, presumably, blow, raise, camera, theory, presence, warn, whatsoever, idea, virtually, map, bear, estate, tax, legal, ministry, investment, direction, cleaner, send, procedure, compete, eat, college, criterion, walk, empty, bucket, path, might, product, occasionally, tower, neither, pay, voice, personnel, initiative, boring, complain, hardly, tool, berry, such, club, find, boiler, turn, organic, curtain, hate, noise, spiritual, dominate, face, surprised, colleague, chart, grandad, toilet, intervention, stick, whom, standard, above, program, cow, prayer, partner, cup, board, compare, dealer, armed, anticipate, attitude, independence, knee, better, sense, moreover, cash, darling, empire, of, when, grocery, reach, fact, over, surgery, stare, spend, submit, promotion, shall, providing, formation, consumption, trash, gear, teach, heaven, transport, reputation, bound, inevitably, pain, formal, property, smooth, payment, journalist, negotiation, political, pig, hour, available, no, grandmother, funeral, powerful, aware, classical, proof, pardon, loud, cell phone, school, region, upset, instead, height, during, indication, that, personally, source, blade, metal, inflation, individual, estimate, enjoy, dig, holding, gently, creature, likely, single, march, however, nothing, craft, scent, wire, point, function, via, disgusting, fence, wake, transportation, vegetable, monitor, title, ready, commercial, dull, draw, somehow, facility, scared, difference, ambition, reasonably, location, memory, hospital, cousin, wait, announcement, arrive, lounge, introduce, economic, speak, baseball, bacon, pint, technology, camp, discuss, architecture, borrow, chip, rhythm, nail, era, obviously, cabinet, doctor, spring, job, suck, trailer, natural, minimum, orange, according, river, secret, candy, revenue, overcome, tight, law, beyond, shelter, belt, unfair, successful, tourist, policy, local, responsible, encouraging, outside, apart, rub, suffer, handy, health, block, hang, load, university, explore, private, glass, ideally, themselves, cook, battle, month, storm, award, inform, basically, arrest, under, true, whatever, through, excuse, application, dude, respond, film, yellow, elsewhere, thanks, mess, tree, prospect, landlord, highlight, column, define, tiny, friend, conventional, call, scream, institution, owner, advice, practically, long-term, creative, who, windy, contemporary, the, delay, self, transfer, page, whole, democracy, guitar, exchange, restriction, parliament, easy, modern, cancel, less, substantial, elderly, without, assume, partnership, evidence, accident, bat, beforehand, butter, register, slide, rival, family, plan, industry, child, campaign, nor, golden, proper, swim, bill, branch, advertise, growth, comprise, reason, brilliant, simply, author, comfortable, honey, upper, hence, taxi, advisor, existing, stage, blame, bell, some, sweep, machine, north, reward, dish, especially, border, clean, egg, shelf, impossible, cookie, boyfriend, girl, leisure, foundation, aggressive, hill, conscious, he, popular, emphasis, identity, stomach, circle, fire, enemy, opposite, severe, cartoon, bottom, proud, ahead, honest, recording, subject, user, beard, vote, gradually, assumption, crowd, interesting, bean, pipe, capture, membership, item, within, hat, electric, rally, bunch, double, downtown, gather, night, increasingly, involved, forward, victory, tail, draw, angle, lake, chair, naughty, domestic, steady, lorry, play, careful, truth, try, plain, behavior, web, forget, recognition, retirement, right, feature, pale, largely, place, objective, perform, field, analyze, badly, pile, firstly, kilometer, pretend, choice, designer, science, clothes, highly, this, no, new, both, married, barrier, lover, theirs, wound, justice, become, whole, proportion, remote, rich, human, baby, probably, discover, hopeless, secondly, town, by, nose, capital, merely, enter, signature, time, generate, category, possibly, year, training, regular, pleased, rise, cold, member, along, smoke, reform, secondary, bend, restore, cast, expand, crime, feed, meet, bite, mistake, readily, cake, retire, but, speaker, politics, ratio, bread, deal, lunch, dither, extremely, Basak, prize, fight, competition, appeal, body, following, daddy, consult, peace, executive, little, congratulation, meaning, fix, decent, association, false, employment, lad, deliver, reflection, gap, ass, annoy, increase, get, land, deposit, rural, vehicle, chemist, demand, carry, divorce, shift, experience, positive, announce, follow, skill, absence, be, appearance, pass, resist, officer, coach, base, mystery, remaining, lump, pencil, phrase, wheel, finance, start, regularly, upon, bedroom, prove, on, observe, heavy, late, crazy, setting, clear, percentage, recognize, potato, fully, shopping, travel, mud, useful, steam, sleep, cause, league, about, leg, week, way, furniture, comparison, okay, invest, household, treatment, slip, lane, directly, dismiss, control, respect, realize, index, island, knock, enable, theoretical, I, exam, terrorist, obvious, everybody, bone, music, parking, album, signal, origin, guilty, specify, mushroom, swear, deuce, gentleman, teaching, soap, shoot, circumstance, wherever, fellow, consequence, counsel, naturally, store, maybe, bring, arise, sheet, salad, across, brother, need, negotiate, fundamental, feel, short, hold, peaceful, together, marketing, accommodation, impressive, extensive, fashion, safe, infection, swimming, tonight, bloke, common, catch, man, limit, audience, climb, oh, glance, smoking, wise, inside, stock, typical, capacity, resolve, used, patient, entitle, moment, offense, violence, communication, space, poem, vision, net, strange, qualify, mouse, fear, white, urgent, decide, briefly, spot, exercise, confident, failure, curious, go, hand, bang, post, luckily, yourself, accept, attract, busy, transaction, student, complicated, grey, car, weekly, sequence, fund, structure, rest, aside, benefit, total, pop, historical, here, discussion, front, preference, center, completely, sensible, yeah, collect, construct, fascinating, nurse, life, amount, row, confusion, shrug, tune, unique, maths, engineering, gallery, strict, thus, herself, measurement, complete, insurance, pregnant, aid, lend, game, check, occasion, success, strategy, pocket, boss, lab, transform, sum, overseas, forest, surprise, bowl, wall, neat, prefer, tackle, once, coffee, corner, sink, ourselves, residential, begin, boot, definitely, many, ordinary, yes, lunchtime, lecture, circuit, privilege, absorb, teacher, tail, neighborhood, present, quarter, agent, should, situation, movie, normally, stroke, close, smart, calculation, editor, husband, press, gram, link, uniform, hire, blank, dog, occupy, committee, battery, rescue, airport, determination, cheese, perceive, discovery, combination, mine, pearl, sport, treaty, interest, relieve, fuel, ashamed, hers, spell, street, fantastic, oven, seriously, prison, atmosphere, heat, green, initial, literature, assistance, admission, pace, ancient, hook, onion, scientist, darkness, engine, tongue, detect, rather, supper, king, tea, moon, scheme, realistic, check, sharp, determined, fan, charge, burn, contribute, sweet, pride, secretary, winter, pray, comprehensive, silver, poster, unusual, panel, towards, politician, plastic, guide, case, servant, daft, observation, stir, chemistry, seize, fair, mostly, efficiency, notion, widespread, appear, bus, department, there, big, concerned, pitch, ring, touch, maintain, sound, major, exit, Nate, gang, uncle, tablet, even, first, judge, nerve, lively, admit, build, pepper, ruin, calm, citizen, also, tension, chat, yet, dimension, factory, fetch, slim, publish, strain, misery, packet, file, cheat, shave, shortly, shame, rice, information, existence, round, them, possession, mass, vast, anger, wing, addition, while, avoid, fast, mouth, conclusion, activity, adjust, sign, oppose, wage, former, tend, analysis, customer, complex, figure, later, research, flight, authority, split, before, practical, queue, ship, never, shadow, horror, pretty, string, garden, his, project, dependent, include, discount, seal, noisy, flood, slope, administration, garbage, certain, abuse, incident, innocent, recommendation, accuse, internal, side, burst, sir, background, important, agency, rob, friendly, stable, live, pack, hungry, spite, celebrate, worse, understand, only, east, decade, military, newspaper, mirror, sudden, further, encourage, stand, move, rule, develop, replace, keep, database, inquiry, comfort, scope, fish, continue, fit, financial, hesitate, company, kit, disappointed, lord, legislation, toe, custom, praise, abroad, freezer, effect, expansion, interpret, outcome, weak, unfortunately, topic, attend, wave, sand, weapon, all, whiskey, diamond, how, male, plate, seek, limitation, reflect, salary, effectively, ground, deer, similarly, plant, insist, otherwise, education, mortgage, tired, use, bathroom, firm, beneath, every, punishment, retain, beef, copy, requirement, tunnel, voluntary, grandfather, moral, service, nut, tear, autumn, woman, settle, career, sharply, text, movement, restaurant, flavor, participate, condition, impose, remove, set, stretch, gas, boiling, centimeter, remains, messy, deeply, dinner, recently, flower, warm, equal, afternoon, solid, see, effort, alone, view, pudding, introduction, emerge, operation, still, wood, brief, driver, vacation, tell, suddenly, annual, pick, band, organize, considerably, bank, TV, nuisance, stare, good, enormous, thought, explanation, square, exciting, show, none, attempt, distant, gorgeous, diary, presentation, partly, trick, country, saw, employer, bin, morning, hours, key, landscape, software, visible, impress, from, recover, serious, assure, purple, entertainment, unlikely, duck, studio, indicate, lawyer, chairman, resort, injure, day, see, independent, director, margin, mail, fortnight, right, report, equivalent, absolute, device, curve, gift, necessarily, prepared, carpet, awful, succeed, tire, technique, society, ladder, news, unit, sandwich, design, flesh, sale, analyst, bit, district, extend, extension, cut, toast, object, guarantee, plot, priority, junior, telly, general, rush, kid, cupboard, spread, troop, agriculture, pause, electronic, regional, attorney, exactly, business, receipt, employ, workshop, worker, kettle, concept, suggest, neighbor, care, cease, birthday, minister, effective, disc, command, story, brush, mother, course, prevent, govern, imagine, truly, winner, other, usually, improve, essential, tough, criticize, angry, numerous, faith, friendship, institute, flat, examine, maintenance, weight, pressure, victim, narrow, machinery, beginning, aspect, cry, candle, entrance, proposed, efficient, broad, massive, jam, substance, slowly, hearing, rail, printer, plot, proposal, embarrassed, dramatic, occupation, dangerous, else, change, concert, nonsense, party, ability, finger, traffic, sale, solve, chap, concerning, resource, remain, dirt, pension, collar, calendar, appropriate, favorite, ocean, few, park, grow, rude, ideal, profession, certificate, withdraw, dot, contest, quantity, percent, lead, queen, instance, sympathy, plenty, frequently, bridge, intellectual, root, heavily, coin, liberal, engineer, confusing, literary, manufacturing, kick, protect, lonely, shoulder, soon, currency, gosh, her, opportunity, raw, list, brown, alarm, significant, wild, almost, electrical, understanding, water, halfway, fork, mountain, being, childhood, historian, regret, awareness, spoil, stiff, awkward, creation, bike, sake, much, provided, remember, hurt, public, strategic, sometimes, happy, repeat, different, marvelous, ill, devil, actor, people, rock, relevant, delivery, example, determine, red, at, difficulty, toy, protection, nevertheless, symbol, lie, prepare, may, hot, degree, lack, perception, vulnerable, psychological, final, construction, animal, equally, learn, among, duty, me, phase, straightforward, there, tube, magic, piano, reserve, fee, below, sexual, visit, ward, regard, nobody, behalf, pound, pin, intention, anybody, blonde, grant, export, stay, calculate, classroom, install, content, season, taste, loose, beer, innovation, weather, clearly, meal, dozen, accept, remark, envelope, where, grammar, spirit, whose, fishing, wind, northern, gain, operate, infant, yesterday, golf, petrol, describe, frightened, length, interaction, dead, rap, cute, world, pull, constitute, professional, sex, unfortunate, tank, agree, soil, funny, smile, rapidly, goal, silence, visitor, script, fold, approval, worrying, relatively, error, identify, are, volume, imply, muscle, opponent, shocking, evil, passion, minor, means, program, greatly, pleasure, swing, generation, accurate, official, action, swap, cheap, aged, draft, consumer, image, trainer, near, squad, something, result, throughout, commit, whoever, corridor, rely, think, brick, stop, method, edge, culture, frame, statistic, buyer, towel, reception, characteristic, primary, approximate, objection, nope, consent, broth, steak, disc, yep, examination, closely, indeed, make, despite, madam, laboratory, valuable, grandma, income, leaf, championship, representative, suit, concern, decline, most, aunt, group, open, sausage, shake, seam, freeway, its, rank, shove, whisper, gross, desk, garlic, fine, allow, ridiculous, genuine, specifically, instruction, lose, sad, possibility, represent, stuff, treat, revolution, patience, eventually, regulation, ease, tricky, mention, import, imagination, rip, heating, earn, intelligence, handbag, conflict, floor, cottage, obtain, trade, opinion, distinction, must, ultimate, intend, surprising, incorporate, cap, defense, wife, count, millimeter, perfect, onto, myself, ethnic, anything, princess, sit, nowhere, consist, philosophy, influence, respectively, brave, relax, overall, bicycle, last, love, mode, sensitive, suppose, dry, alongside, since, assignment, ago, wooden, sight, him, appreciate, mad, apparently, remarkable, computer, survival, recipe, 2, fry, deep, investigate, castle, including, bar, wipe, down, essentially, negative, majority, approach, immediate, debate, contact, strongly, tremendous, environment, diet, transition, resolution, cost, into, roughly, resident, wash, precisely, electricity, review, worth, government, city, conversation, mummy, math, farm, resignation, silent, jumper, disagree, snap, glove, precise, behind, name, screw, visual, up, shower, exhibition, heart, immediately, prompt, communicate, clerk, zone, newly, station, union, extraordinary, practice, passenger, vary, my, feeling, refuse, unbelievable, totally, pub, supermarket, purchase, description, healthy, hopefully, shoe, dumb, apparent, charity, extra, could, stall, butcher, whereas, contribution, port, network, great, give, loan, flow, solicitor, overtime, word, staff, inquiry, adequate, with, share, kiss, stranger, fourth, thank, beautiful, obligation, reverse, depend, significance, nowadays, pan, straight, not, photo, involve, guy, spray, strawberry, help, provide, midnight, conduct, surround, advance, bath, wide, keyboard, somewhere, radio, strength, chance, rain, though, quick, minute, allowance, freeze, candidate, pilot, holder, reasonable, sustain, weakness, professor, outstanding, plug, soul, entirely, foreign, fresh, anyone, left, backwards, lazy, honor, related, fairly, black, judgment, investigation, sorry, champion, join, print, work, acid, illustrate, boy, organization, mommy, potential, pond, internet, nearby, channel, relate, passage, everywhere, run, injury, roll, catalog, range, female, entry, test, away, headquarters, data, lucky, organized, die, welfare, novel, army, courage, inspection, tin, widely, pupil, vague, admire, boom, traditional, each, climate, washing, affair, meet, plus, engage, pair, attention, demonstration, shot, countryside, hero, very, interval, predict, ton, seed, railway, motorway, parent, religious, small, desire, significantly, drive, satellite, criticism, depth, liquid, excitement, prisoner, dance, state, explosion, convince, deserve, defend, drunk, whenever, industrial, so, come, capable, dream, hurry, physics, cotton, desperate, rubber, administrative, mission, farmer, remind, ice, cancer, focus, due, past, honestly, nervous, photocopy, anxious, element, ounce, collection, high, extent, lamp, in, out, board, museum, surprisingly, departure, youngster, population, belief, train, trend, couple, arm, blood, bother, fun, order, pill, reveal, read, blue, consistent, destruction, source, quiet, relative, lid, office, choose, hair, manufacturer, detail, rare, hope, power, balance, advantage, player, invite, crop, attack, full, factor, scratch, employee, nice, master, implication, o'clock, drop, receive, peace, cat, status, output, summer, mom, wood, enthusiasm, poverty, escape, either, twist, painting, opening, bonus, argue, activist, classic, light, goodbye, iron, apartment, particularly, take, prince, aim, average, version, author, main, assistant, progress, psychology, odds, grand, achievement, purely, skin, enterprise, chemical, weekend, event, principle, strong, wardrobe, medical, variation, flash, tall, organ, tray, writer, drink, eye, chocolate, rough, bomb, guest, guess, proceeding, display, apple, roll, purse, acquire, intelligent, exclude, opposition, chicken, pole, scale, ownership, provision, collapse, picture, illness, doubt, speed, meter, early, because, tile, ultimately, old, glad, actually, tennis, bird, supply, mechanism, address, variety, tradition, chain, add, what, shocked, carrot, sugar, replacement, attach, joint, ambulance, basis, effect, normal, basket, want, steep, educational, apology, governor, contract, pose, reply, like, slightly, spin, definition, why, urge, experimental, strike, justify, fixed, acknowledge, favor, look, reality, fat, song, guidance, already, several, shell, miss, layer, virtue, consider, slice, tooth, subsequent, west, unknown, artist, protest, someone, body, window, perspective, box, table, color, star, importance, paper, sock, sort, coat, straw, target, trouble, chop, religion, equipment, panic, beside, throw, leader, step, door, snow, laugh, emergency, interested, dirty, hotel, mixture, van, fancy, just, occasional, crisis, real, refer, essay, really, behave, distinguish, future, diagram, election, cell, character, for, notably, architect, ever, salt, secure, although, bake, currently, age, contain, universe, publisher, bitter, series, than, priest, defeat, ought, dress, polite, neck, prior, label, photograph, plane, orange, constantly, development, disabled, material, elevator, violent, well, crash, particular, pizza, naked, act, youth, cushion, listen, captain, central, back, always, suggestion, blind, phone, wedding, unemployment, low, coal, lovely, horse, slight, soup, upstairs, and, challenge, email, staff, garage, current, class, alcohol, beauty, incredibly, royal, pants, till, father, encounter, building, native, advise, style, if, letter, switch, mind, crack, anyhow, reaction, express, dominant, penny, experienced, milk, cope, stream, head, matter, valley, chase, term, earth, convert, quickly, division, assist, satisfied, section, gun, match, session, worried, here, himself, profile, war, cloud, breakfast, republic, gene, idiot, consciousness, rubbish, thin, access, unity, spelling, distance, folk, necessary, soldier, own, suspect, conference, breast, handle, tidy, manager, sun, between, recommend, crew, bug, adult, tomato, process, lock, instant, sister, response, expensive, generous, conviction, do, concentration, video, poor, helpful, medium, more, sector, tape, loss, advert, inner, library, medicine, credit, shed, incredible, certainly, enjoyable, free, warning, evening, quid, waste, itself, bad, mineral, roof, afford, poetry, bright, beat, medieval, threat, fill, theatre, bed, forever, unhappy, near, addition, reference, finish, personal, competitive, cruel, click, occur, twice, race, apply, relation, assessment, claim, yard, per, sample, attraction, rent, soul, storage, hum, notice, cooker, automatically, approve, brass, second, slow, ear, exception, until, temporary, require, clock, entire, characterize, bottle, price, reduction, foot, grid, dust, somebody, comment, singer, input, suspicion, presume, artificial, critical, universal, root, food, statement, squeeze, policeman, undertake, racing, off, discipline, security, threaten, abandon, advertising, giant, tip, literally, afterwards, where, declare, note, connection, similar, size, push, throat, permit, meanwhile, mile, homework, critic, then, media, form, large, silhouette, birth, after, force, extreme, television, watch, vital, save, latter, terror, tomorrow, propose, say, spill, quite, difficult, supporter, return, cooperation, skirt, cheek, road, mix, drug, platform, usual, decision, somewhat, church, leather, dollar, you, score, cloth, context, ride, bid, theme, writing, spoon, reject, super, cool, famous, truck, altogether, again, least, bless, knowledge, purpose, principle, desert, simple, originally, it, permanent, unable, pursue, shut, component, crown, happen, trial, definite, they, seat, confused, one, log, beach, constant, motor, rope, mark, cigarette, automatic, tone, pad, sun, girlfriend, anyway, carefully, tie, able, continuous, living, lay, wine, document, shop, granny, option, chuck, inspector, shape, core, talent, client, hit, associate, disappoint, bounce, frequent, hunt, everything, punch, formally, tour, global, emotional, dark, born, therefore, leave, suitable, alternative, market, menu, goodness, underneath, senior, so-called, enough, establishment, accompany, period, exact, wrong, distribute, model, biscuit, produce, button, builder, directory, horrible, lift, holiday, welcome, reckon, direct, shock, pie, profit, around, repair, believe, bag, ball, counter, manage, react, gasoline, emphasize, closed, absolutely, create, buy, alive, arrangement, terribly, preserve, producer, add, stupid, familiar, territory, marry, tap, shout, convenient, jacket, habit, please, spare, yours, track, disease, launch, we, primarily, steel, oil, problem, expert, insect, elect, minority, technical, struggle, there, expose, can, fruit, sin, easily, recovery, chest, marriage, arrival, mixed, court, dentist, holy, confirm, acceptable, species, publicity, argument, conclude, deny, rapid, measure, limited, survey, sell, awake, publication, parcel, unless, release, heater, economics, quality, physical, airline, disaster, western, joke, thing, history, prosecution, lip, win, end, question, unlike, trust, home, downstairs, smell, will, urban, kill, sight, another, virus, damage, expense, fly, keen, assess, mood, separate, qualification, joy, football, breath, experiment, same, selection, lost, quietly, sky, cover, ban, illegal, expenditure, magazine, working, team, gentle, possess, maximum, corn, regime, steel, previous, original, agreement, specialist, ticket, gate, disturb, amazing, your, guard, excellent, confine, police, cycle, considerable, federal, impact, death, journey, environmental, reporter, motion, buck, external, sufficient, frankly, quote, south, weird, enthusiastic, gay, resistance, safety, fortune, convention, various, book, hard, quit, consideration, active, cherry, God, persuade, celebration, hell, combine, anywhere, speech, pure, sick, deliberately, pleasant, nil, money, alter, expectation, palace, fortunate, demonstrate, knife, locate, national, tendency, commission, international, message, task, clue, sack, budget, grab, detailed, county, expression, economy, deaf, jury, record, terrible, reader, planet, lick, filthy, lady, scene, any, ignore, breathe, involvement, an, let, ceiling, risk, position, impression, mean, lamb, disappear, leading, strengthen, against, website, account, weather, grandpa, pollution, fridge, management, rate, finally, wealth, witness, hide, achieve, translate, penalty, worry, finding, dump, meeting, schedule, aircraft, pour, restrict, concentrate, known, advanced, host, chapter, formula, nearly, connect, pool, manner, subsequently, practice, goods, nicely, crucial, murder, today, calculator, long, brain, interpretation, permission, air, commitment, appointment, mobile, representation, fulfill, part, special, ugly, boil, bump, distinct, apologize, half, belong, hello, operator, drawing, huge, depression, divide, logical, eastern, stress, serve, establish, tent, bench, silly, nuclear, odd, shine, feedback, lean, issue, reduce, break, lesson, lower, daily, fuss, anxiety, trousers, young, improvement, lighting, shirt, mental, president, 2, interview, house, adapt, personality, premise, 3, willing, way, derive, freedom, license, dispute, nod, search, everyone, explain, production, clever, room, ask, talk, sentence, housing, debt, contrast, person, musical, sheep, refrigerator, dad, pink, southern, properly, enhance, danger, screen, request, generally, drag, coast, us, strip, complaint, middle, boat, now, informal, mum, resign, system, reinforce, cross, unemployed, often, pattern, article, expect, jump, stamp, saving, preparation, asleep, proceed, wonder, card, kitchen, survive, emotion, insure, sure, afraid, instrument, united, art, grade, temperature, poet, promise, daughter, inevitable, level, package, correct, thick, social, distribution, suspicious, nature, criminal, soft, mall, energy, destroy, century, fault, scientific, or, attractive, code, radical, recent, best, telephone, high, appoint, nation, wish, spokesman, vet, hall, type, exist, community, serial, wicked, mainly, buy, adopt, academic, relationship, fall, nasty, support, peak, luck, wool,